Hi guys, it's me from Skylines, and in this video we're back with a new video, and this video is on Minecraft. So in this video I thought we'd be trying to build a house, and we're trying to, build a house, and trying to survive. But we are on creative, so we won't need to try and survive that long. So we're going to build a house out of wood, and we're going to have the stripped oak wood, or logs. We're going to build it up, do the usual 3x3. I'll do another one down here. I'll do it by 3 as well. And we can do it as an L shape as well. Which that would make the... So we now make it a bit better. So now we're going to go and get the stone. And we're going to go get some glass. So we're going to go get the plain glass. I'm just going to build these in here. I'm just going to do this around the whole entire of the build. And we're going to go and add a few windows into the build as well. And that can be where the door is. We're going to add that there. Put a few bits of window in. I'm not going to put windows in every bit of the house. We're going to put a window down at the front where the garden area will be, and that is probably going to be enough windows, so we're going to have one more there. So for the rest of it we're going to add that, so like that. We're going to put the stone in for the rest of it. So now that looks like that, and so we're just going to build a bit up here. And now I'm going to go and get the usual iron door, and to open that iron door we'll be using a button. This build will be on 2 levels, so it'll be a double level build with a bedroom area and a ground floor area where you could do some crafting and smelting. So when I do get to a survival world, I would probably try and recreate this build in a survival, which would be quite interesting. So we're going to just continue this up. So now we got the layer already created, so we're going to try and attempt to add on to the second floor. But the second floor will only be this area over here, and this area will be a ground floor only section. So build it by about 1 more block, and then we're trying to attempt to add the roof onto this little area. And then the rest of the build can be built up into a upstairs area where the player could also have a could live from them. There could also be a few other things up there. They're going to build this up by 1 more on this side, and then that could be a small rectangular upstairs area. Like that. So it's only going to be a 1 floor upstairs, so we're not going to have a 2 floor upstairs in this property. So we are going to stick with the same areas for the glass. We're going to have some glass here, and we'll have some glass at the front of the build. And we're going to build it up by another block. And then we're going to attempt to do a small bit of a roof for the ground floor area, and then we will finish it before the end of the video. So we build it up again by another block. So we'll try and get this little area up here as well, and then we can add a roof into this area. We will be adding in a little garden into this build, which make it look a lot better. So this build could be done on survival if you wanted to, because it is small enough. So now we are going to add in a small stone roof made up of the stone blocks, or the stone staircases. So give it a like. That. And then we'll also be adding some quartz on the end of this. Just give it a bit more luxury. And you'll have to add a quartz bit into the centre up here, just to make it look a bit better. So we're just going to go and get our quartz block, or smooth quartz stairs, and we'll get our quartz. Well, that's diorite, so that is quartz there. And we'll add it into the centre of here. And then we'll add the quartz again. And we'll do the upside down stairs underneath it as well, to make it look a bit better. And then we'll build this one out again. And we'll just do that. And put that on there. And that also makes it look a lot better. So now we're going to add the roof onto the upper section. And that will just be, again, stone. And we just build it up in the same style as the ground floor layer. I suppose we can have it in the same direction as the ground floor layer. So we're just going to remove these ones. So this roof layer will be a bit bigger than the other one, which is alright. It'll just take a bit longer to do. We're just going to keep building this one up until we get to the top. So in the future we are going to be doing some more Minecraft builds like this. This is one of many. This is going to be like a little series on this world. And we're going to have several different style of houses you could do, and a few builds as well. So it's going to continue this roof going up until we meet the other side. And also you could turn this area into like a small little attic area where you can store a few blocks in chests. So now we got to the top and we are about near the other block, the other set of stairs, which is the centre. And now we're going to add in our quartz. And like we did in the other section, we will be adding some of the quartz. And then we do the upside down stairs underneath as well. And down here we're just going to add a bit of a roof area. Which extends on to this area here. And we'll do the upside down. So we just put, or just end it there. I would put the quartz in. And we'll do the upside down stairs as well. And we'll do the same on the other side with the stone. Like that. And we're just going to put that block back in. And we're going to do the upside down stairs on this side. We're going to put some upside down stairs. And we're going to extend that out to there. And we're going to do the same on this side to make it look a bit more better. Like that. And then we're going to extend it down by one more block on each side to make it much better and give a bit of an overhang. So the roof is almost done in this build, which is looking quite good actually for this sort of style of build, which is like a modern sort of survival house. And then we're going to extend this one out, and we're going to put the upside down stairs in it as well. And we'll do the same on the other side, put a bit more upside down stairs in. Like that. We'll just give that a nice bit of overhang, and we'll do the same down here. So also give this bit of roof a bit of overhang. Like that. Look. And we'll do the same down here. And try and attempt to get the upside down stairs in. Which is going to be a bit hard on this side. So I'll have to enter into the build a bit. I guess it in like that. So now we're just going to replace that block that I destroyed. And we'll add in the end of the stairs. Like that. Now we're just going to enter into the build, and then we'll be putting the end of this stone onto the end there, and do the same up here. That's not there. Up here. Do this up here. And we'll continue this bit of wood up as well into the middle. Which that also gives it some more character for the build. And then we'll do the same on the other side, which will also have this bit of wood going up to the roof. And we fill this bit in. And then we can put the floor in. And we can also have a ladder going up to the next level. And we can just put those stairs there. So I think that bit of wood going up to the roof looks quite good. It also gives the build a slight bit of character. So we're going to add a ladder going up here, so we need to go and get the ladders from out of the item inventory. And we have ourselves a mezzanine style floor, which is for a bedroom area. And you can also add a bit more of a floor up here through using the half slabs. So I'm going to take out this floor and you're going to change it for the stone slab, these smooth stone slabs. Get rid of that. let's take out this. And then we'll be adding a slight bit of a farm area into this build, which will give it somewhere for the person who wanted to use this build in a survival style world, somewhere to get the food from. And we're going to add the iron door back with a button on both sides, and we'll add some torches into this build. And we're just going to keep that floor up there as just stone for the time being, until we decide that it's necessary to change the floor into the smooth stone. So down here we could add some chests, and we could also add a crafting table and a furnace, and a few of the newer blocks or crafting areas that have been added into the game quite recently. So it's going to clear the inventory, and we're going to go and get a area for a farm to be built. So we're going to go and get the wood, the oak logs, and we're going to go back into this area down here, and we're going to go and get the oak, or we might get the stone, and we're going to go and get the cobblestone wall, and we build ourselves a bit of a farming area out the back here. So build it out by 3 and then put the first one down, and then go back out by 3 again, and do a second, and do the same down here. So we're going to be adding some compost bins in this small tiny garden area. So that's done by 3, and then we can add our wood there. So we're going to go and get some compost bins out, which I found down here. So we're just going to go and find the compost bins, which is down here. And we're going to get a bucket of water, which is also down here. And we're going to go and try and find ourselves a hoe. We're going to go and get a diamond hoe, and we're just going to go and get some wheat seeds. And in this garden we're just going to grow ourselves a few wheat plants. And the wheat seed is just going to go into there, and that will be easy to find the wheat seed. So instead of growing wheat, we just grow some carrots. Just grow some wheat. So we're just going to put some areas for the water. So this area is nicely filled with water. And we're going to add a compost bin around the area as well. And that can help us to create some compost. And then this will be a nice little area for the wheat to grow. And they can collect the water from the bits of water down here, and they can be a bit more fertile as well. So we are going to add the seeds in. We will obviously get the bone meal out, and we'll bone meal up all of the seeds to help them grow a bit faster and make it look a bit more better. So now we're going to go and find the bone meal, which should be somewhere in this menu here. So we have found the End Dragon egg, which we possibly might add into the build. So we have found our bone meal, and we'll bone meal up all the wheat. And that will make it look a bit better. And then we could also add some stuff into the compost bin as well. So we could also add a area for chickens to live as well, around the back of the house, which I might add like a little chicken pen around the back. And then we can spawn some chickens in with the chicken spawn egg, which will allow us to have some eggs. And that is the chicken spawn egg. So we're going to spawn in a couple of chickens. So we'll have 5 chickens in this house. So we have our farm area, and we have some chickens as well. So also we are going to furnish this property as well. So we're going to do the upstairs first and add in a bed and a few chests. So we don't need that random bit of stick. So we're going to add in the red bed. We'll add the bed up here. Around here we could add in a few chests. And if you wanted to, we could add in a bell into our build. And we could add the bell up there onto a full-size block up there. So now we're going to go and get back our half slab after we removed it. And now that adds in a nice little bell into the property. We could do the same on the other side if we wanted to. And that will look good. Having a bell. And we did add in the upside down staircase there, which is a bit unusual. And we've added it in the way around. And then we'll put that in there. So now we'll continue with the finishing of our house. So actually we'll finish the property outside of the build, outside the video. So guys, this has been it for this video. So if you did like this build, and you'd like to see some more Minecraft builds, do leave a like on this video, like, subscribe and share. I've been Xcarranza. Goodbye.